Hey guys, it's another week of Family Looking Up. This is Andrea.
This is Beth.
This is Camille.
Okay guys, I say it every time. I'm so excited for today's episode, but I really mean it this time.
Yeah, the other times were just a complete sham. We really got you, didn't we?
I really am so excited about today's guest. Today we are talking to Jason F. Wright, the author of Christmas Jars. And yes, Beth?
Can I just say, he is like an actual celebrity. Like, Jason Wright is a celebrity. You guys, this book came out in 2005. I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. I was an infant baby child. My mom was like, darling children, here's a book I'd like to share with you. She gave it to us, read it to us. We had all the warm fuzzies. And now, 150 years later, it's still a great book. And I still love the Christmas jars. This is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
This is a big deal.
Were you guys babies back in 2005?
I was gonna
We were having babies in 2005, Beth.
Okay, in 2005,
Oh.
I actually had 3 babies.
Oh, I had 2. I had
So
2
Beth,
babies.
Beth was in diapers at age 20.
Yes.
And we had 3 babies. We were changing diapers. So I haven't even told you, congratulations on your potty training.
Thank you. It took some time.
Yeah.
Took a good 22 years,
Yeah,
but I did it.
you did
I
it.
made it all the way to the toilet.
Well done, you, Beth.
Oh, it's so good. I'm so excited. I love this book. I love this concept. I love Jason. You guys are going to love it too.
It's a great interview. Okay, you want to hear what I did over the weekend?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
It was my 45th birthday, as you both know.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. That's the only reason I wanted to say that. Now we can move on.
Perfect.
No, just kidding. Okay, so my husband, you all have heard, our mom squad has heard how much I love to go jeeping with my husband.
Yes.
Like, it is way up there on my I love that list. I'd marry that. I'd marry a Jeep any day of the week. Well, my husband, amazing man that he is, usually struggles with the presents, okay? Usually does. And here's the funny thing. I was having a sad moment, and he said, I'm going to tell you what your birthday present is because it's going to make you so happy. And I said, okay. And he said, do you want a Jeep? He whispered it. And I said, do I want a Jeep? What does that even mean? That's not even proper English. What are you even talking about? He goes, no. Do you want a Jeep? Now, it is a ghetto Jeep. It is a 1981 rusty Jeep, but it is the coolest thing ever. So he got me this Jeep. He's been looking, I guess, for months, and I love him even more. I had no idea.
Awesome.
That is so good. And I find that the more ghetto, the better, really. I mean, if we had a brand new classy Jeep.
No.
You wouldn't want to
lame.
get it dirty.
No.
Lame.
Oh my gosh, no. This thing is hilarious. Like, there's no knobs that work. I think the speedometer is the only dial that works at all. The gas doesn't work. The oil doesn't work. There is no emergency brake. Like, it is bare bones stripped down. But it's got,
I love it.
They've put in bench seats into it so my whole family can get in and ride at the same time.
Nice.
So I told the kids, okay, we are all going on Saturday. I don't care if it's 40 degrees outside. Put on your snowsuit. We are going to go. So Elijah has his ski mask on. We've got all of the winter clothes on. Brigham, who is 13, and I had said, make sure you wear a hoodie and a winter coat and hats and gloves. Walks out. I don't really, I guess, notice. I don't know, but he's only wearing a jacket. A t-shirt and a jacket.
Sounds about normal for a teenage boy.
Nearly freezes himself to death because we drove all day long. We went all around down in southeastern Utah. It was so much fun. So
What is wrong with teenage boys? Why can't they just put on a heavy coat? I don't understand.
I don't understand
They're
either.
too cool? Is a heavy coat not cool? Is it something about winter? I see kids all summer in long sleeves and pants, and then it gets really cold, and they're in shorts and t-shirts. And I'm like, what's happening? Is this cool?
Brigham,
Anyways,
you
I don't
ask him to go do yard work in May, and he puts on a snowsuit practically. He asks, he is having to go out into a blizzard to, pull weeds or whatever. But you tell him you're going to go on an all-day trip in a, oh, did I mention the Jeep doesn't have a roof? There is no roof. You tell him you're going all day long
In
for a
an
Jeep
open-air
ride in
Jeep.
an open Jeep in 40-degree weather, and the boy shows up in a jacket.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But here is the best part. What did I name the Jeep? Now you guys won't even get this because you haven't watched the show. I named...
It's probably something British and weird.
Thank you. It is exactly that. I named the Jeep Vera. Because Vera
Yes.
drives like a Land Rover that is old and clunky just like it, and I love my Vera.
Oh,
My husband nailed it.
I'm
So
sorry for
fun.
all those Veras out
such-
there, since we just barely said you probably named it something weird
Oh,
and British.
It's not a weird name. It's just a British show, see? And I've talked about my love of Vera. I love Vera. Anyway,
Oh my
it's
word.
so fun.
this
You're
is
gonna have
so
such a
great.
good
Don't
time.
you love it when like your husband just gets the right gift?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's the perfect. Oh, it is just nothing better.
It's like so perfect. My husband was like, "Thank you for being excited. I know, like it's old and rusty," and I'm like, "It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It is perfect for me right now. Like this is ideal. I don't even have to feel guilty, and that goes a long way because I'm not like
Yes.
blowing the budget to heck. Anyway, love
Aw,
it, love
so
it, love
fun.
it. So fun, Vera.
I'd marry that.
I'd marry it.
Vera, and I haven't even seen her yet.
Okay,
but
well
she sounds amazing.
next time you come to town, we're gonna go on a little drive because it's
Okay,
hilarious.
I'm gonna wear a sweatshirt,
Yes.
a jacket, hat, and gloves.
Yes. We can still
My
go
mama
if it's a
didn't raise no
blizzard.
fool.
It's fine. There's a windshield, so we're good.
Oh, shoot! If there's a windshield,
Well, then shorts and a
Bikini.
t-shirt,
There you
clearly.
go.
The teenage boy, he's got it right.
That's it.
Oh, so awesome.
Can I tell you a book I love, or are we out of time?
No.
Go for it.
What's a book you love?
Okay, you guys, I just finished it. I could not put it down, and by put it down, I mean take the AirPods out of my ear. It was so good. Okay, now I've had to take a World War II break. But as it is coming up upon Christmas, I like to feel really sad and depressed again. So I went back to it, baby. So my friend's been telling me about a World War II book. I've been on a break, and I said, "Come to me, sadness." So I read The Things We Cannot Say. Kelly Rimmer wrote it, Rimmer. It is up there on my top, best, favorite World War II books I've ever read.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, and that's saying something, right? Because I have read those
A
books.
lot.
Okay, here's what I love about it. I'll tell you.
Okay, and then you have to
It-
tell me like how sad it is because I don't know, Beth.
Okay, this is why you will love it.
Okay.
It is way less horrific. Like they keep the details to a minimum. There are some really sad parts and you want to cry a little because it's just so sad. But the story in all, they keep it not graphic. The language stays clean. They don't put any of the scenes that you feel a little cringy about. And the ending, I mean, Andrea, you and I may have a debate here. The ending is lovely, although
Everyone
it
does.
is a World War II book, okay? You have to consider that. But the whole book, it's like a modern family meets a World War II family. They all come together. It was so good, and I loved it. I laughed. I cried. I didn't really laugh ever, but I did cry. But it just didn't feel like, sometimes the language gets really abrasive and the scenes get really detailed and like, and you just kind of feel like you've been beat up the whole book.
Yeah.
This one is just, it was lovely. You got to read it. I loved it. Although it did make me feel all the sad feels because how could you not? It was just such a hard time. But read it. If you love a good Christmas World War II book.
Nothing says Christmas like World War II.
With a little classy abuse,
Oh, the
Okay.
things we cannot say.
The thing, well,
Read it.
All
Okay.
right.
Tell me if you loved it.
Okay.
I'm still like 3 books back. You
I
are
know.
flying through
I know.
books.
I know. I clearly have been in a strange way. When I've been pounding a lot of books, it means that I'm homeschooling my children and I'm having lots of sad feelings. So I just keep those in. I just keep them coming. Like, make me feel sadder. Come on, books.
Yes.
Make me feel worse. That's what I'm going for here. And I did it. It was fantastic.
Mission
It
accomplished.
was so good.
Congratulations on your depression. That's fantastic.
Thank you, Camilla. I'm sorry to take your place here on the podcast because I know from the start that's been where you are at. Everybody knows you're the depressed one. However,
I used to be the
tides
wise
have
depressed
turned.
one. The tables have turned. It is true. Now you're the depressed one.
Wow, what a life, huh?
There is
All
a
right.
mailman walking up to Andrea's house singing.
Aw, maybe he's listening to some good music.
Yeah.
All right,
nice.
well, you know a book that will not depress you, that will make you totally happy. I think we can all agree it's a great read, and that is Christmas Jars. And we get to talk to Jason now. We get to talk to Jason in this interview, so we probably need to get to that interview because I'm so excited to hear from him.
You guys, it was a really good book.
That sounds